All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us to talk more about our EKU Online Honors Program Certificate. My name is Lindsay Greenwell. I work with EKU Online, and we have Dr. Randi Polk with us today, and she is going to talk more about the Honors Certificate Program and what that looks like. If at any point you have a question, feel free to drop that in the chat, or we will reserve some time at the end for questions. But we're going to let Dr. Polk take it away.
All right, thank you, Lindsay, and welcome everyone. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of an overview of the Honor Certificate program and, allow you to ask questions. If you have questions at any time, just shoot those in the chat. And if you want to ask them with your real voice, that's fine as well. So here we have EKU's new Honor Certificate program on the slide here, but honestly, it's not quite as new anymore. We have been a couple of years through this. We had a graduate last spring, and we have a student who's finishing up this year as well. So we have had some graduates from the program, and we're excited to get more students involved. So I'll talk a little bit about just honors education in general and what it looks like in our traditional on-campus setting, and then how that relates to eCampus in just a moment. So one of the hallmarks of honors education, we favor smaller classes, liberal arts, so interdisciplinary type courses. That doesn't mean that everything is related to the arts or humanities. It just means that you have the opportunity to take learning from the humanities or the arts and apply it to science or criminal justice or social work or anything like that. And of course, when students do the honors curriculum, one of the things that they get is a maroon mortarboard for graduation. So while of course I recognize that you are online students and you are online students for a reason, we would love to see you come to graduation if you are available. The night before graduation, we typically have a ceremony called convocation, where each graduate is recognized and talked about. Your family and friends are invited to come as well to celebrate what you have accomplished. So academic success, small group learning, active, collaborative, experiential learning are our goals. And in terms of the honor certificate, you have a series of courses that you take, and some of them are standalone courses where you are looking at some skills, critical reading, that sort of thing. And some of them you are taking in collaboration with a course in your major. So you are able to do a sort of capstone project where you're applying things that you learned in your honors courses to a course that you're taking for your major. So let me just give you an overview of the curriculum here. So the first course that you will take is called Honors 101, The Examined Life. And that is a series of readings where you kind of look at life writing, work on, how to do research through the library, critical reading, critical thinking skills, all that sort of thing. And then in Honors 301 that you would take after that course, we sort of break you out from yourself and how you fit into society and your communities. You'll take an honors elective course. You have 4 courses to choose from, and you only choose one of those. And then you will do a capstone project, related to your major. And you will be putting all of that learning and your credentials and getting all those things together and putting it in your honors portfolio. If you intend to apply for jobs, internships, graduate school programs, any of those things, it's certainly helpful to have a portfolio where you have all of your credentials together. They're easy to find and easy to send out to employers. So that's just kind of an overview. And we do have a Blackboard organization set up to share information with our students. So I alluded to most of these things a minute ago, but in the Honors 101, there is a focus on life writing, critical thinking, and these are all tools that will not only help you in your future, but they will help you to perform better in all of your courses. If you are a good reader and you are a good writer, you're going to do better in all of your coursework. So what's in it for you? With the distinction of the honor certificate on your transcript, you will be recognized as someone who has gone above and beyond for your degree. There are a lot of opportunities to travel, and I know some that might not work for some of you because of, your life situation. And of course, it's not required. But if you do a project in one of your courses and you're really proud of that work, not only will you store that in your portfolio that you're going to be putting together, but you also have the opportunity to travel to different conferences and present your work. This is a group of students that we took to a conference. All of those students presented either a poster or a panel or something like that. When you travel to these conferences, Honors does pay for, lodging, transportation, all that sort of thing. And again, of course, you get the distinction of the Maroon Mortar Board if you're able to come to graduation. And you develop skills that are important for your future and your major. So the courses that we offer, both online and on campus, we strive for them to be innovative, interdisciplinary. And one of the things that I've really been enjoying about teaching the Honors 101 course in particular is that we are growing the program. So that's part of it. But, I have fewer than 10 students in these sections. So I'm able to really get to know them, to read their work, comment on their work, talk with them one-on-one. And I don't say that to scare you. You may not want to have one-on-one conversations with me, and that's fine. But the option is there, and I do get to know you, and I can, write letters of recommendation, and, it's easier to speak the praises of someone when you know them well. Again, you get the recognition on your transcript, and you do get to form a community. I'm always looking for ways to help you feel like you're in a collaborative learning space. So if you have any suggestions on that, I'm always open to your suggestions. The other thing that you can do is you can apply for scholarships that will help you to go to conference travel, study abroad, things like that. Again, I know study abroad may not be in the cards for you, but you do have that option if you were to choose. Excuse me. Another thing that we do through the honors program, but is also available to students campus-wide, I advise students on applying for nationally competitive awards. I just sent out a message to the honors community today about a couple of those that are upcoming. So you will be informed about opportunities, and you will have opportunities if you decide to seek the honor certificate. Again, when you're doing your honors option capstone, that would be a great opportunity to get some work together that you could use either for a writing sample to apply for graduate school. You could present that work at a conference in your major, or you could present that along with the other honors students in the program. So I've talked at you quite a bit already. So I would, I don't know if we want to pause and then begin questions, but I would be happy to answer any questions that you have. I will mention quickly that if you have questions or want more information, you can reach out to me. I'm the second person here, the Associate Director of the Honors Program, and I've been kind of overseeing the certificate program. So you can reach out to me about questions about content, things like that. Dr. David Coleman is the Executive Director of the Honors Program. And if you have questions about courses to take, advising, things like that, of course, Lindsay Greenwell is the master of all of that. She always has answers to my questions, and I know she'll have answers to yours as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and stop sharing so that we can get back to the main screen.
We did have two questions really quickly. The first was, are these credits above and beyond the required credits for your degree? So the answer is yes, but not too far above and beyond. So it is a 13 credit hour program. The hope is, with the elective course, that would be an additional course. And then the Honors 101 and the Honors 301 would also be additional electives. So of the 13 hours, nine of those hours would be in addition to what's required for your degree. But then those other classes would be part of your degree, if that makes any sense. Does that, Randy, did I kind of explain that?
Yeah, and I, that for your degree, you have to have a certain amount of, 300 level and above courses. So that 301 could be counting for that if you need those 300 level and beyond courses as well.
Right. And then the next question was about financial aid. Does it help cover the cost? And if you are using financial aid and you still have eligibility, once this is declared, financial aid would cover those costs. So the next question was, how much does the program cost in all? Again, the courses are the same cost that you pay for online. It's a price per credit hour. So again, ideally, this is already fitting into your degree plan. To earn a degree from Eastern, you have to have at least 120 hours with at least, depending if you're doing a Bachelor of Science or a Bachelor of Arts, you have to have between 30 and 32 of those hours earned here at Eastern. So ideally, this program is fitting into what's required and what is needed. So again, it shouldn't cost you anything above and beyond what you would pay for a degree, because hopefully this is filling in some of those elective hours or some of those upper division hours that you need for your degree.
Yeah, and definitely before you declare the certificate, you want to talk to your advisor and make sure that it fits in and it would not keep you here longer than you want to be here. It's really designed to be a complement to your degree and not something that, is going to cost you more money or more time, because we know that, those are just not things that you want to add on.
Right. And that kind of goes along with the next question about talking to someone, or, talking to Dr. Polk or myself or an advisor, just about the need for upper division, so 300 or 400 level classes, or how this certificate would fit into your degree plan. And so, yes, you would definitely want to talk with your advisor and with myself or with Dr. Polk about how adding this certificate would fit into your degree plan, especially if you're looking on DegreeWorks on that planner tab. If you do see, some options for free electives, this is going to be kind of a great certificate and program to be a part of and to earn while, meeting those free elective requirements. So yes, I would definitely suggest talking with somebody before adding this certificate, just to, again, not that we don't want you here, but we don't want to keep you here longer. And we want to make sure that you're getting what you need for your degree. And this is, to complement that along the way.
Absolutely. And, I would be happy to answer any questions if you have, if you're just not sure if these particular courses would be interesting to you, I could tell you more about them, and, we could discuss how they would fit into your other studies, things like that. So I would be happy to have any type of conversation like that. Any other questions? I'm certainly impressed that you're hanging out with us at lunchtime. So I hope you are
Hopefully
finding time
everyone
to
is
eat
eating their lunch while their
as
cameras are
well.
off.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to say thank you all so much for attending today and asking some really great questions. If you do have any other questions that you need, like I say, touch base with your advisor, with Dr. Pope or myself, and we would be happy to answer those for you.
Absolutely.